just right for baby Otter and me.
We take care of what we have.
30, 36.
72.
Good job.
Yay! Good job!
Welcome to our homeschool week. We just finished cycle 1, week 12, so now we are in review and get ready for Christmas mode. I am excited to share with you a few fun Christmas traditions we have and some games and activities we are doing to practice the cycle 1 memory work we've learned so far this year. Make sure you stick around to the end of this video because I have a few games I'm giving away for free that are great for reviewing the cycle 1 memory work, and also I am showing how I made our ginormous Africa map that is behind our kitchen table. You might have seen it in my past videos or pictures.
For God so loved the world that he gave his only Son, that whoever believes in him should not perish but have eternal life.
I always start the morning off with reading the Bible to my kids. I always try to read a little bit from my Bible, and I read some from the Complete Illustrated Children's Bible. This week I am reading about Nicodemus, and we are talking about the verse John 3:16 and memorizing that passage together.
Who was his only Son, do you think?
Jesus.
Jesus. For God so loved the world that he gave his only Son, that those who believe in him should not perish, but have eternal life.
Over Thanksgiving and Christmas break, we are going through a Christmas Bible study for kids from Driven by Grace, and we read a passage from the Bible each day that goes along with the Bible study.
A physical birth, one that would come about by believing in Jesus himself.
We take care of what we have, using it wisely and responsibly.
We also talk about a family way from Sally and Clay Clarkson's 24 Family Ways each day. We also do one of the activity pages from the Christmas Bible study we're going through each day.
And black?
Yeah.
Interesting.
But they always are white, but
Sometimes there's black sheep. Ba, black sheep. Honey, lady.
1824, 3036, 42. After our Bible study time, we start working on this review activity I made that's a fun way for them to practice skip counting. So I made lots of different Thanksgiving or Christmas pies that they get to choose from, and then they get to skip count and put the pie back together. Here my daughter is putting this chocolate pie together and skip counting the sixes.
1824, 3036, 40.
My girls have loved doing these, and it's been a great way to review the skip counting we've done so far this year.
6, 12, 18, 24, 40, 36, 42, 48, 6, 54, 60, 66,
There you go. Good job.
72, 84.
Hold on. 66, 72. There's one that comes before the 84. There you go.
Whoa, look at that, B.
80.
There you go.
I love making these review games so that it's just fun to review, and it gets us into the Thanksgiving and Christmas spirit a little bit as we think about what kind of pies we want to make.
72.
80, 88, and 96, 101, 120.
One of our favorite Christmas traditions is, over the years, I have collected a lot of Christmas picture books that my family loves. In the description of this video, I will link a list of my 30 all-time favorite Christmas picture books for kids. We wrap all of these books and put them under the tree. And then each day I let my kids unwrap one or two, and we read those that day. And then the next day we do the same thing. This really helps us to enjoy each one of these Christmas books and not just read the same two over and over and over again. And it's just a fun way to count down until Christmas.
This is conifer. This is a pine cone. Now you can go. You can do orange. That's a die cut because then I don't have an orange one, so I'm gonna draw. Okay, your turn. Oh, you have a green one. That is Animalia. I'm gonna play my green panther.
Another review game we have been playing is this Science Uno game. I made this to include all the Cycle 1 memory work from weeks 1 through 12. So this is a really fun way to review with your kids over break. You can download this game for free from my resource library. I'll link in the description below how to do that.
What do I need to do?
Ooh, that's Animalia. I'll play fungi. Let's see if you have any red fungi. Uno. Yeah. Good job.
We are back to wrapping a few more Christmas picture books to put under our tree. I wanted to share that I have a couple that are my absolute favorites. Again, I'll put in the description a list of my 30 all-time favorite Christmas picture books for kids, but there are a couple that just stand out. So the first one is Mr. Willoughby's Christmas Tree by Robert Barry. That is probably my favorite one. A close second is The Christmas Miracle of Jonathan Toomey. I'm not going to tell you too much about it. You should just go get it and read it. It's definitely one of our favorites.
You're doing such a great job watching, Mama.
Please, sir, won't you carry it right inside? I think it might look best this year, right in the...
Very nice. Do you remember what that orange is called? Livia! I knew you knew it. Good job.
To make this map, I got hard Korean felt from Etsy. I'll link below where I got it. And I made these Africa country patterns that are on Etsy as well. I'll link those below too. And I printed the patterns on freezer paper. Then I was able to just roughly cut it out and put it on the hard Korean felt and then cut the shape of the felt out. Then I put it on this white felt that I got that's fusible, so if you iron the hard Korean felt on, it will stick to it. I'll link below what that's called. Then I use a magnetic purse snap and an X-Acto knife to kind of cut where the snap's gonna be, and I put the holes in it and put the snap through the felt before I iron it together. So these snaps are how the African countries attach to the big Africa map. After I attach the fastener to the white felt, I iron them together. So I put a wet rag over the top of the colored felt, and this just helps the felt stick together. Then I put the freezer paper on top of the colored felt and iron that on, and it should stick to the colored felt. This makes it so easy to cut out because then I just cut along the line of the pattern and it cuts both felts out at the same time in the same shape. Then I will repeat for the rest of the countries. When I have finished all the little countries, now I'm ready to put them together on a big piece of felt and make the whole continent. So when I do this, I put the back of the magnetic purse snap on the country, and so it's sticking out, and I can make a little imprint in the big piece of felt, and then I can put 2 cuts with my X-Acto knife into the felt. Then my country sticks into the felt. Then I turn the big piece of felt over to the back and fold the magnetic snap in, and then it's connected. So then I can just snap off the country, snap it back on. I do that for each of the countries. You can find a detailed tutorial of how to make this map and the patterns for all the countries in Africa in my Etsy shop. I will link in the description below how to get that. Central African Republic. Kind of like right in the middle of Africa. Yep, exactly. There you go. That's Senegal. Yep, you know that one. That one is Western Sahara. And that one is Ghana. Yep, that's Burkina Faso, that purple one.
Burkina Faso.
Burkina Faso.
Burkina Faso.
Yep, that's Lesotho. And then you have one more. That's Uganda. Good job. This was just right for baby Otter and made him feel warm and toasty. Oh dear, I've only got one vest left, thought little Robin. I may never march in the infantry. We are a few more days into our week, and I want to share a little bit more about our morning devotional time and another favorite Christmas tradition we have. So we are singing some hymns from this children's hymnal I just love. I will link in the description the title of it, but it is one of our favorite parts of each morning. My kids each choose a hymn to sing. My little baby loves it. It's a great part of our morning time. We also are continuing to work on some of the activity pages from our Christmas Bible study, and our Christmas tradition I want to share is we have this book called A Star from Afar, and this nativity scene that you can see, we love it because it's not breakable, and every morning in December I hide the star somewhere. Where's that star? So my kids come down the stairs and they know the star is hidden somewhere, and they just have to find where it is. So they have a lot of fun finding it. It's kind of like Elf on a Shelf, but I like that it's the nativity scene. My kids find the star and bring it back to the nativity scene, and then we read some from this book, A Star from Afar, which is great. The last thing I wanted to share is this puzzle my daughter has been loving recently with all the African countries. It's perfect as we learn about the African countries with our large map that I showed you earlier. This is a geo puzzle, and they have puzzles of all the different parts of the world that we learn about in the 3 cycles of our classical homeschool. So I'll link it below if you're interested, but I have been really impressed with all their puzzles, and I love that the pieces are the actual shapes of the countries. Thank you for joining us in our homeschool week and seeing some of our Christmas traditions and our Africa map and some of our review games. Make sure you check out the description of this video to see how you can get those review games for free, and also check out my Christmas book list if you're interested. Thank you so much for watching, and please subscribe if you are liking my videos. I am posting 1 video per week related to homeschooling and healthy living, and also check out my Instagram. I like to post what we do at home throughout the week related to homeschool and also healthy recipes we're making. And make sure you check out my blog where you can find all these resources and more.